Are you sick and tired of searching endlessly for hours on end to find some sugarcane, but always coming home with less than a stack? Well, look no further. Today, I'm going to be showing you guys how to build this amazing, super simple, automatic sugarcane farm. So for this build, you're going to need 2 stacks and 24 of any type of stained glass, or I guess it could be a normal block, but I think stained glass is going to work the best for this. So I would recommend using that. Then you can use 3 stacks and 12 of any block you want. I just think smooth stone looks really nice. Now you're going to need a stack of any glazed terracotta. Make sure it's glazed terracotta because we need an immovable block. Then you're going to need 40 stairs of any kind, a stack and 56 grass blocks, 2 stacks and 22 of plain rails, normal rails I guess there, and then the 16 of the powered rails. Then you're going to need 6 repeaters, 1 comparator, 2 obsidian, 6 observers, 12 honey blocks, 2 pistons and 2 sticky pistons, then 14 redstone, 2 chests, and 2 hoppers. I'll give you guys a second to pause the video and take a screenshot of this or whatever you need to do just to get these materials together, and then we'll get on with the tutorial. You're also going to want to make sure you have some sugarcane, but I think that's pretty given since this is a sugarcane farm. We're going to start off here by grabbing our building block here, and we are going to build a 8 wide platform on the bottom here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then you can make it however long you want. I'm going to be making mine 20 blocks long, but it is completely customizable and can be as long as you need. Alright, once you've completed that, you're going to want to grab your redstone blocks. And now with your redstone blocks, you're going to want to break the second block in on both sides and line it with redstone blocks. We're now going to grab our normal rails and our powered rails, and we're going to start here on this corner by placing a powered rail here and then another powered rail on there. And then we're just going to make a zigzagging pattern here. So every time you hit a redstone, or a redstone block on this side, you're going to place a redstone block, 2 normal rails, and then another powered rail there. Then you're going to go all the way along, and repeat that process until you hit the end. Now you might have a little difficulty with this corner. Just make sure you break this block before you put this one down, and then you put that one back down, just because it'll break it a little bit. Alrighty, and then once you've made it to the end here, you're going to want to do the exact same thing you did at the start, and just make 2 redstone powered rails in a row here. We're now going to take our glass blocks and our smooth stone blocks, or whatever your building block is, and you're going to want to come over here with your glass blocks, and we're going to build a wall on either side of the machine, 4 high, just like so. Once you've done that and completed the glass walls, you're then going to come over to the side with your 2 powered rails here, and you're going to make 1 block out, just like this, leaving this corner open, and then you're going to go 1 block back in, just like that, and make sure you break these 2 blocks here, so there's an empty space here for us to put our chest and sorting system in here later. We're then going to go over to the other side, and you're just going to go up over 1, and we're gonna go 2 blocks up. You don't need to do the same as last time. You're just gonna go 2 blocks up instead of 1 block and over. We're now gonna grab our green glazed terracotta here, or whatever terracotta you want. Just make sure that it is glazed terracotta because we need a immovable block. Then we're gonna put a layer of glazed terracotta on each of the glass walls. And then we're going to make a little opening on both sides here. So make sure you go like this. So you're going to make this kind of opening here for the flying machine to fit through. And then same thing on this side. We're going to go like this. And you can bring this glazed terracotta over here. Just make sure there are no blocks here once again. And then we're going to bring this over and bring this side over, just like that. So at this point in time, this is how your sugarcane farm should be looking. We're now going to grab our grass blocks and our stone stairs, and there's a bit of a pattern that we need to follow here. So we're going to go on this second block up, and we're going to go with a grass block, then a stair, grass block, stair, and you're just going to rotate back and forth between these guys. Then you can put a line of grass here, and then you're going to want to do the opposite grass block and stair for the next layer. So just like this, grass block, stair, stair, grass block, stair, grass block, and then just repeat that process over and over until you get to the very end over there. You're then going to want to go ahead and fill in every single one of these stairs with some water and waterlog all of them. But be very careful because there's a very high chance that if you mess up one of them, then it'll flow in and ruin all of the tracks underneath. So just be very careful when doing this step. I also want to mention you might have the same problem as me where your water, it seems to be pouring out here. We're going to fix that real quick here just by placing a block there and a block underneath. We're going to break that block there, and then we're just going to fill that in. And just flip the staircase the other way so that it's flowing the opposite direction. And now you shouldn't have that problem with the water flowing out. And of course, if your rails did get broken, make sure you replace them in here. The next thing you're going to want to do here is grab your glass blocks again, and you're just going to want to fill in 2 blocks up from where this glazed terracotta is. And then we're going to also go over top of our glazed terracotta on that side as well. And just go all the way around, making sure there is 2 blocks on this side and there 1 block on this side. We're now going to build our flying machine sort of setup here. So we're going to start by placing a block here and going 1 out. You go out to here. Then you're going to put a block over, and you're going to go all the way over until you're 2 blocks out from here. You want to go right there. And on this block, we're going to put an observer facing, hopefully, this way. And try and, there you go. So you want your observer to be looking out that way. And then we're going to make redstone, redstone. And then we're going to put 2 repeaters here on 4 ticks, both of them. Then we're going to put an obsidian block there with some redstone running out to there. I did make one small mistake here. You're just going to want to make sure that this extends out in line with the furthest out terracotta block. So just make sure it goes right to there, and that should be perfectly working. Another thing to mention is make sure you have a block right here with some redstone in it. I forgot to add it in there. And now using the same blocks as we did on the other side over there, we're going to take an observer and you're going to go inside here and just look which of the corners has the water block in it. So for me, this furthest right corner has the water block in it. So I'm going to go to the one with the grass on it, and I'm going to break this block right here. I'm going to go on the other side of it and place an observer that's looking in there. So you want this little arrow facing outwards, and you're gonna put a block there and there, then come down here, put a block here, 1, 2, 3, and I believe 4. Then you're gonna come out 1, and then we're gonna throw in our redstone here. So we're gonna go 1, 2. Then we're gonna take our repeaters here. We're gonna go 1 redstone there, then 2 repeaters facing this way. So you want to make them both going this way on 4 ticks. Then another redstone, and then 1 more redstone repeater facing that way on 4 ticks. You're then going to want to take your obsidian, and you're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blocks. Come out 1, and then up 1, and that's where your obsidian's going to go. And then you can just break those placeholder blocks and make sure that's still on 4 ticks. Next up, we're going to be making the final thing before throwing in some sugarcane into the actual farm. We're going to take our honey blocks, our sticky pistons, our observers, and our normal pistons, and then some obsidian here. We're going to move our obsidian block back by 2. Then you're going to put a placeholder right there with an observer looking with the face towards this repeater. Then beside this, you're going to put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 honey blocks, and then another honey block there, and a sticky piston facing that way. And then we'll put a normal piston right there with an observer in the middle. And then we'll put a honey block there and another sticky piston facing into this honey block. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 honey blocks there. And then we'll put a piston facing outwards here with a observer, hopefully, if we can get it right, with the arrow pointing this way. And same thing here, with an arrow pointing this way. And then your flying machine should be fully done, and we should be good to throw in our sugarcane. And now once we have that issue fixed, we're gonna finally add in our sugarcane here. So we'll just add in a bunch. I'm just gonna randomly place a bunch here. Get them up too high. And as I said before, this machine is fully automatic. So once this observer here detects that the sugarcane in front of it has grown high enough, it will send the flying machine going. And now, moment of truth here, we're gonna send power to this one, and it should start moving just like that. And now we should be collecting some sugarcane here, and just like that, you've made yourself a perfect automatic sugarcane farm. Now we're not quite done here. We have one last step here, and it's gonna be the drop-off spot, so that it'll automatically put the sugarcane into your chests. So we're gonna start here by replacing this powered rail with a normal rail. Then we're gonna pull the rails out 2 blocks, and then we're gonna go up. Then we're gonna put 2 placeholder blocks here and put our chest in there, and then break those 2 blocks and put in our rails. Now we're gonna pull our line up and over the little hill there and put a power rail on the last one there. Then we're gonna grab our blocks again, put a block here with a comparator facing this way. Then we're gonna put 2 blocks up here with a redstone torch on the back of this block, and a repeater on on just the basic settings facing this way. And then we're gonna put a block on top of that torch and a block on top of the comparator, which should power this rail. And now, if we run our minecart, I will run the machine here, and then we'll watch as our minecart comes up here and drops off the stuff. Alright, so the minecart is on its way back after running the machine. Now you can see it should stop here, and it'll be loading all of our sugarcane into this chest, as you can see. And then once it runs out here, it's gonna continue back on its journey and go search for more sugarcane. And that is how you complete the fully automatic and pretty simple automatic sugarcane farm. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and we will see you guys in the next one.